Hey, this is Jeffrey Brown from Market for Yourself podcast, and today's guest is Kim. Kim, introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
My name is Kim Legree, and I do a lot. So I've been a nurse for 27 years. In May, I will have been a nurse 28 years. In those 28 years, I've seen a lot of illness, and I've seen a lot of recovery. Um, but I feel like that is how the Lord has set me up for where I am today. So I also am a wife and a mother of two grown sons, and I promote um, a patch, a stem cell patch that helps to heal people.
Now do this for us. Now, I know your
Hmm.
background is nursing, so kind of educate us about stem cell patches
Hmm.
and what's the real benefit of those patches. Tell us about what it kind of does for us, and
Sure,
so the audit, because you know that we're not medical, we don't know anything about medical stuff.
no
So,
problem. I'll put it in complete layman terms. So this patch here, you can see it because I have it on blur.
okay, yeah, there it is. I can see it
Yes,
there.
yes. So you put it on your body, and then it is heat activated by our body heat. And
Okay.
once it's heat activated, it then illuminates infrared light into our body, and that stimulates a certain peptide. Now, the most powerful one that they have is X39. So the X39 patch stimulates a certain peptide. It's called GHK copper peptide. Now, that copper peptide, we start to lose that peptide when we turn age 30. So it starts to decline, and that's why we age. You know, we get wrinkles, our body starts
Mhm.
to break down. And so this patch goes in and it is specifically targeted to activate that peptide, and that peptide feeds a stem cell. A stem cell is a completely healthy cell. There's nothing wrong with it. It has no inflammation. It has no issues with that cell. So then you're able to then get healthy cells, and then your body can heal itself.
Okay.
It decreases pain, decreases inflammation. It has your hair grow back. It has you sleeping better. It gives you more energy. Um, it gives you more mental clarity. Um, Lots of benefits to the
So
patch.
most
And
of
you're
the
able
people,
to have healthy cells. Go ahead.
most of the people that actually contact you about this stem cell patch, they're dealing with pain. Is that correct?
Pain. Yes. Yes. Usually
So
they're dealing with either knee pain, back pain, um, things like that.
how soon
Hmm.
will they actually see some type of results after they start using the patch?
Everyone's different. Um, so I would say usually a few weeks. Some people I have put the patch on them and they felt immediate relief. Some people, like my aunt came over and I put the patch on her. She has a really bad knee problem, and before she left, she was only here about 15 minutes, and she said her knee felt better. My brother, he wears the patches, and it took him about 6 weeks to start to feel some pain relief. So everyone's different.
Okay.
Hmm.
So can you tell me how did you get into the stem cell? How did you discover this?
Yes,
Can you tell us that
that's
story?
yes. So being a nurse, there was another nurse that had introduced it to me. And the reason she introduced it to me is because my ex brother-in-law, he had colon cancer. And so she was one of my prayer warriors. And so I was talking with her and I said, please pray for my brother-in-law. And she was saying, I think he should have these patches. And I'm like, what are you talking about, these patches? So she gave me some patches and I started researching it. And unfortunately, he was at end of life. He did die about a month later, but I never put the patches on him. But then I started researching the patches, and I'm like, I think I need these patches. So then I started wearing the patches. And for me, I started feeling immediate relief of inflammation within 1 week. So then I started telling everyone about them. So then my sister, I started putting them on my sister who had severe endometriosis. And she had had surgery. And usually, I don't know if you've ever experienced anyone with having a hysterectomy, but it usually takes about 6 months to heal. And she was able to heal in 6 weeks. She actually redid all of her flooring in her house in 6 weeks after her surgery,
Wow.
wearing the patches. And then she was in a car accident. So she was supposed to, and she had a torn rotator cuff. So she was supposed to have surgery on that as well after her hysterectomy. And then she also had a torn ligament in her foot, but she wore the patches and she went to go get rescanned, and all of them had healed in about 4 months. So she did
Awesome.
not need any more surgeries.
Right.
Yeah.
So, is there any way somebody who's listening to this, how can they experience the patch, or do you have some type of giveaway or something that you do with people who want to
Yeah.
try
So
it?
usually, yeah. So usually, if someone wants to try the patch, I would send out a free sample of a couple days worth. Um, but to know that they may or may not have the relief in a few days. But if they saw something small, then it would be a really good idea to order them and give them at least 4 to 6 weeks for it to work. But yes, I do mail out free samples if someone wants to try them. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do people find you or reach you if they want to be able to get these patches?
They can reach me by my email. They can reach me on Facebook. You want me to give that now?
Yeah, I would love for you to do that.
Yeah, all right. So my email is K Legree, so KLEGREE 75 at gmail.com. And then on Facebook, I am Kim Newsom Legree on Facebook.
Awesome, awesome. Um,
Yes.
are you on
And I
any
have lots of videos.
right? And yeah, are you on Instagram, correct?
I'm on Instagram as well and TikTok.
And TikTok. Okay. So if I was on
Yes.
TikTok or Instagram, how would I find you on Instagram or TikTok?
Same name, Kim Newsom Legree.
Okay.
You'll
Awesome.
find me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything, Kim, that you wished I would ask you in this podcast that I have not asked you?
Um, So I'll tell you a little bit more about
Yes.
it. So the inventor of the patches, his name is David Schmidt, and he has actually invented 10 different patches.
Okay.
Okay. However, there would only be that I would recommend, and to start off with, it would only be two patches. And that would be the X39 and then the Eon patch. Now, I call this the dynamic duo. And the reason I call this one the dynamic duo is because the Eon patch, that one takes away inflammation. It goes and activates a certain peptide to decrease your cortisol level. So if you could take away your inflammation and then have your X39 come in and heal your body, then that's when you have really, really good results when you use those two patches in combination every day. And then how to use the patches is you wear them 12 hours on and 12 hours off, and drink lots of water so that you can get rid of the bad cells once it starts to turn over and make new ones.
Awesome.
Yes.
So is there anything else that you feel like in this podcast and in this message, uh, is there anything else like you really want them to get? Do you want the audience that's listening to this, if they can get one thing from this podcast, what is it that you want them to get?
I want them to know the power of this patch. I want them to understand that um, they can live their life pain free by using this patch. You can be able to increase your energy, get your life back, be able to start exercising again, be able to spend more time with your family because you'll feel better, be able to do the things that you haven't been able to do because you are in pain. Um, so that's the one thing that I would want for people. As a nurse of 27 years, what do we want as nurses? We want you to get better.
Right.
So for me, the one thing that I'd want people to know is that this is a way that to heal your body naturally without medications, without any toxins, um, and be able to live a more quality life.
So yeah, that's awesome because I think that a lot of times when we take medications and all that, it's just maintenance. It's really not healing us. It's just
Mhm.
the maintenance, just keeping us going. So I really love
Yes.
that I that think about having the patch do some healing because that ultimately that's what we really want. We really want to
Yes.
be healed. So hopefully everybody that's listening to this actual podcast, reach out to Kim. This patch is really about the healing, not the maintenance.
Mhm.
And if you can, one more time, Kim, tell everybody where to find you.
You need to find me on Facebook at Kim Newsom Legree. Legree is spelled Legree, kind of like degree, but Legree. And also my email is klegree, so KLEGREE 75 at gmail.com. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok.
I appreciate you coming on. I
I
really,
appreciate you having
I,
me.
I think I need to get those patches when I play golf. So
Oh, yes. Well, I can tell you a really good story about that.
okay,
So before we go, let me tell you, my brother-in-law, he entertains a lot because he's a salesman, so he has to entertain, play golf a lot. Well, he can only do 9 holes because he was in so much pain because he had a rod in his leg from a car accident. And so every time he swung, he would be like cringe because it hurt so bad. When he wears the patches, he's like, I can do 18 holes and I have no pain.
yeah,
So,
yeah, because
yes,
my knees hurt a
he
little
loves
bit.
them.
My knees hurt a little bit when I play too much. So I can play, but I can't play like consecutive days, like play today and then play tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's painful. So I
Yes,
really get
it's excellent for reducing your pain and then for recovery. Hmm.
that's awesome. I really appreciate you coming on. And for those who out here want to reach out to her and get a sample, get yourself started. Until
Yes.
next time, this is Jeffrey Brown from Market for Yourself. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much for having me.